Hello students. So today we are going to start our new chapter, which is chapter number 10, classical dances. Indian classical dances are famous all over the country. It is an art form that refers to movement of body to express emotion, ideas and like a storytelling. These dances represent the culture of India. Some dances form are given down in this chapter with their name. Let's have a look on them and try to know that from where they belongs to in India. So students, in this chapter we will discuss our different famous dance forms of India. So let's start. First dance form is Bharatnatyam. Bharatnatyam is almost 2000 years old. In the Sanskrit text Natya Shastra, this dance has been described as a sacred dance. This dance form is from Tamil Nadu. So students, Bharatanatyam is almost 2000-year-old dance, and in Sanskrit Natya Shastra it is described as sacred or spiritual dance, and it is belongs to Tamil Nadu. So student, let's move to our next dance form, which is Kathak. Kathak is said to be derived from word Katha, means the art of storytelling. This dance form is from Uttar Pradesh. So student, it's a form of dance which is related to or belong to Uttar Pradesh, and the word Kathak is derived from the word Katha, that means storytelling. So in this dance form, basically by the dance the dancer is telling the story by their emotions and dance performance. So let's move to our next dance form, which is Kathakali. Kathakali presents themes derived from the Ramayana, the Mahabharata and the other Hindu epics. This dance form is from Kerala. So students, Kathakali belongs to Kathakali belong to Kerala, and basically in this dance form they present the stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata and other Hindu epics. Epics means literature. So they represent Hindu epic stories. So students, let's move to our next dance, which is Kuchipudi. Kuchipudi exhibits scenes from the Hindu epics, legend and mythological tales through a combination of music, dance and acting. It belongs to Andhra Pradesh. So student, it's another dance form. It's belong to Andhra Pradesh, and in this dance form Hindu epics means literature, legends and mythological tales are shown or represent through the combination of music, dance and acting. So student, this dance form is called Kuchipudi. So let's move to our next dance form, which is Manipuri. Manipuri dance has Ras Leela, the legends woven around Krishna and Radha, as its central theme. It is a dance form of Manipur. So students, it is a dance form of Manipur. It's belong to Manipur, and in this dance form basically they performed stories about Radha and Krishna. So student, let's move to our next dance form, which is Odissi. Odissi has been depicted in temple sculpture such as Dance Hall of the Sun Temple in Konark. This dance form is from Odisha. So student, this is a dance form that is belong to Odisha, and it is called Odissi. This dance form is sculptured in many temples like Konark Temple, or you can say the Sun Temple. Now we have to read Factify. Vishnu or Krishna is the most often the hero of Mohiniyattam dance of Kerala. So students, Mohiniyattam is also a dance form. It belongs to Kerala, and in this dance form, mainly Vishnu and Krishna stories are depicted. Or you can say Vishnu or Krishna gods are the hero of these stories. So students, let's move to our next chapter, which is chapter number 11, Festival and Fairs. So students, let's read what fun we have for festivals and fairs held in India. The culture of India reflects by them, and mainly to the fair many people visit all over the country in order to participate them. A few of occasions are given below in this chapter. Let's read about them by viewing the pictures too. So students, in this chapter we will read about some different festivals and fairs that is held in our different parts of India. These festivals and fairs show our rich, vast culture of India. Many people visit there to participate in. So let's start reading. First one is Jaisalmer is the desert festival celebrated in Rajasthan. So desert festival is celebrated in Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. It's a great fair and people enjoy there. Second one is Mahakumbh Mela is held every 12 years in Allahabad. So it is also a big fair of Hindus, and it is held in every 12th year in Allahabad city. Next is Taj Mahotsav. It's a 10-day carnival held in Agra, UP. So it is also a great festival or fair that is held in Agra, UP, which is called Taj Mahotsav, and the duration of this carnival is 10 days. Next is the world largest camel fair is held in Pushkar, Rajasthan. So as you know, we live in Rajasthan. So it is the largest camel fair that is held in Pushkar, Rajasthan. Next is Asia's largest cattle fair is held in Sonpur, Bihar. Elephants are even also traded here. So students, this is also a largest cattle fair that is held in Sonpur, Bihar. So students, next festival is our Chumpha festival. Chumpha festival is annual harvest festival held in Manipur. So students, this festival is celebrated in Manipur by Manipuri people as an annual harvest festival. Next is our Nagda festival. Nagda festival that marks the end of harvest season is celebrated in Nagaland. So students, this festival, which is called Nagda festival, is celebrated in the end of harvest season in Nagaland. Next is Theyyam is the dance festival of Kerala. So students, this is the dance festival that is celebrated in Kerala. So students, let's move to our next chapter, which is chapter number 12, Famous Monuments of India. Everybody knows the most famous culture monuments in the world. There are a large number of monuments in the country which shows not only its agricultural legacy but also its history and culture. Look at the pictures given below to know about these monuments. So students, there are several monuments are present in our world, but few of them are the famous monuments that are present in our country. So in this chapter we will read about them. First one is Golden Temple. It is situated in Amritsar. It is a Sikh temple and it is covered with thin layer of gold. So next is our Victoria Memorial, Kolkata. So student, this building is situated in Kolkata and it is known as Victoria Memorial. So students, our next monument is Lotus Temple, Delhi. As you can see in the picture also, the structure of the building is like a lotus. So that's why it is called Lotus Temple and it is situated in Delhi. Next is our Brihadishwara temple, Tanjavur. It is one of the largest temple in India, and this temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva. It is situated in Tanjavur. Next is Ajanta Caves, Aurangabad. Ajanta Caves are the National Heritage Site of India, and it is present in Aurangabad. Next is our Taj Mahal, Agra. So Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and it is situated in UP, Agra. It is made up of white marbles. Next is our Mahabodhi Temple. Next monument is our Mahabodhi Temple, Gaya. So this temple is situated in Gaya, Rajasthan, and called as Mahabodhi Temple. Next is our Hawa Mahal, Jaipur. It is situated in Jaipur, and this palace is also known as Palace of Breeze. Next monument is our India Gate, Delhi. So students, this India Gate is present in Delhi, and every year we celebrate our Independence Day by crossing out parade from this monument. So students, let's read our fact file now. There was a popular myth that Shah Jahan was planning to construct a black Taj Mahal across the Yamuna. That is not true. So it is a myth that Shah Jahan wants to make a black Taj Mahal in front of white Taj Mahal. So students, let's move to our next chapter, which is chapter number 13, our industry and institute. So students, let's start reading. An industry is a group of manufacturers or businesses that produce a particular kind of goods or service. Institutes are identified with a social purpose transcending individual and intentions by meditating the rules that govern living behavior. Here we are giving famous Indian institutes and industries with a place where these are situated. Let's read and learn about them. So students, let's start reading our industries and institutions. So students, what is an industry? An industry is a group of manufacturers or businesses that produce a particular kind of goods or services to us or for us. And what are institutes? Institutes are the training center for the individual that helps them to govern their living behavior for the social purpose. So let's start reading. So students, as you can see in your books, there are 2 columns are given. In A column, the name of the institutions are given, and in B column, the name where they are situated is given. So students, let's start reading. First one is National Defence Academy. It is situated in Khadgwasla. Next one is Indian Military Academy. It is situated in Dehradun. Next is Officers Training School, situated in Chennai. Indian Naval Academy, situated in Kerala. Air Force Academy, it is situated in Dundigul, Telangana. Sixth one is Paratroopers Training School, it is situated in Agra. Seventh one is Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited, Bhopal. Next is Diesel Locomotive Works, Varanasi. Ninth one is Hindustan Antibiotic Limited, Pimpri. 10th one is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. It is situated in Bangalore. Next is Indian Telephone Industries Limited. It is also situated in Bangalore. Next is National Newsprint and Paper Mills Limited, Nepangar. And next is Hindustan Copper Limited, Kolkata. 14th one is Hindustan Shipyard, that is situated in Visakhapatnam. 15th one is Indian Petrochemical Corporation, Vadodara. So students, now we have completed our unit number 2. I hope you understand. Thank you.